Hi guys, welcome to another video with Build with Mr. Lee. In today's video, we are going to be talking about creating controllers and returning a view from our controller. So let's delve into the video. So just open the folder, the project folder. Right click if you're using Windows and click on show more option. That's for Windows 11. Then you click on open with code. So if you're using a MacBook, you can actually go to VS Code and open your project folder. So let's have our project PHP Artisan serve. Let's check the port, and our project is launched at this port. For us to create a controller, you go to your terminal, and on your terminal you type PHP Artisan make colon controller. Let me make this bolder. So PHP Artisan make colon controller. Then you click enter. Okay. We can call this welcome controller. Now observe the welcome. The welcome starts with a capital letter. So because you're actually the controller is a class, so you're starting the name of the class with a capital letter. So you click enter. Let's create an empty controller at the moment. So we just type empty. So the controller has been created, and you can see that it's in the HTTP controller. So you look at go to your app, HTTP controllers, you're going to see our first controller here. So if you don't want to go through those steps in making your controllers, you can just type PHP artisan make colon controller, and the name of the controller, which is welcome controller. So this will just make your controllers directly. So the same process, the same result, but the process is shorter. So you check your app HTTP controllers, and you see your welcome controller. Now let's make use of this controller. I'll go back to our web.php, and instead of returning a callback function inside of your get route, you're going to return the controller called welcome. If, for you to return that controller, you return an array. The first element of the array is a welcome controller. So you put your welcome controller with two colons and put a class. Okay, with this two colon, you can actually import your class here by clicking Control and your space bar. Then you can see where they say use HTTP controllers welcome controller. So what you're telling this file is that the file should use the welcome controller inside HTTP controllers. Then the next element of your array is the name of the function inside the welcome controller. For this case, we are going to call it index, and we are going to name our route welcome. So welcome. So we go to our welcome controllers, and we call a public function. Define a public function called index, what we just named it. Then we can remove all these types, and now we are going to define a return type. The return type you're defining here is view. So you ensure you use your illuminate contract view. Then our function, our view function here, and we're returning our welcome page here. And if you do this, and let's take our browser to see if this our first port is returning our welcome as usual. So let's refresh. So we are seeing our HTML template. This is the Tushy template. So in case you don't actually know how to integrate your HTML template with your Laravel project, you can check out my previous video. It's on the screen. You can check it out to know how to integrate that. Now, one thing with this controller stuff, the controller is part of the MVP architecture, which is the model view and MVC, the model view and controllers. Now, one thing we do is we don't want to return our view inside of our web.php. So assuming you have some other parameters such as things like some other data here, Edwin or anything you want to put here, and you want to return those data or you want to compact them inside this your view, it will be too much for our control for our web.php file. So it is necessary we create a controller that could handle all those other data we want to attach to our view file instead of doing it inside of a function in the web.php file. And that's why controllers are very important to create that um, separation technique for our web Laravel application. So that will be it for this video. Thank you so much for staying till this time. Do well to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button if you want to get notified each time I post a new video. See you in my next video.